Hello and welcome to a special episode from Daily World News Commentary. Now, today is a special episode because I believe that I need to address the situation regarding the Iranian nuclear deal crisis. The issue at hand is that Israel came out, Netanyahu specifically came out yesterday saying that Iran lied about not pursuing nuclear weapons. With big fonts, Iran lied. Okay, so what he's saying is two things. Number one, Iran was indeed pursuing nuclear weapons technology at the time before the deal, and that means that they were lying about solely wanting the nuclear technology for peaceful purposes, for energy purposes. Number two, Iran hid these files, documents, blueprints, knowledge about the nuclear weapons or nuclear technology in secret location in Tehran, the capital of Iran. Okay, so we're saying, and this is how it looks like, where they got the documents from. Apparently it was a Israeli intelligence operation. Kudos to the Mossad in the way that they carried out this operation. 100,000 files from within the capital itself, from a hidden secret location. And so at the beginning, when I heard about it, I thought, okay, cyber attack, cool, nothing major. Israel is the leader in the world in cyber attacks. But no, they actually went and retrieved these documents themselves. Anyway, based on this, Netanyahu is saying that the deal is off. The deal should be off. Why? Because Iran lied from the beginning about disclosing all the information regarding the nuclear program. Okay, now here's my commentary. Here are a couple of points that I need to make. Number one, it is not up for the US or any specific party to the agreement to decide on the legitimacy of Iran's upholding of the deal or not. That's up for the International Atomic Energy Agency, the IAEA. Okay. Funny enough, it is the same atomic agency, it is the same international agency that was ignored when it said that there is no weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. FYI. This agency is literally just being ignored when it doesn't suit certain people, certain countries. Anyway, so the agreement says that the IAEA has the sole responsibility of determining whether Iran is complying by its responsibilities, with its responsibilities. Okay, so that's one point to make first off. So even if Israel had evidence that it acquired new evidence, the IAEA would be the one that looks at it and then requests from Iran certain access to and certain evidence that Iran will have to provide in order to prove or disprove the alleged claims. Okay, great. Now, that's what I was thinking yesterday, that, well, we should wait until the IAEA says something about it, right? And that it shouldn't be that Israel just tells the US, hey, scrap the deal because we found evidence. It doesn't work that way, right? Well, the thing is, the IAEA was fast enough that they actually responded today to these allegations. What did they say? They said that they have not found any credible indications of activities in Iran relevant to the development of a nuclear explosive device after 2009. 9, and that's in accordance with its assessment in 2015. Now, why is its assessment in 2015 important? Well, that's because that was the deadline for the implementation of all the measures to be in place in order to ensure that Iran's nuclear development nuclear program development has been crippled, have been halted to a full stop. Okay. And so a spokesman for the International Atomic Energy Agency said in a statement that its board of governors had declared that its consideration of this issue was closed, and it's been closed since December 2015, and unless there is new evidence that they don't know about, they're not aware of, that was not taken into consideration in that report, that's when they would open an investigation and see what's up. Okay, so did the IAEA know that Iran lied about its nuclear weapons program? You bet they knew. And that's what I was surprised to see. Let's take a look at that. There you go. So this is an article coming from 2015, where essentially the IAEA knows or actually is able to find out that yes, Iran probably pursued nuclear weapons program prior to the deal, right, until 2003 and possibly beyond. Okay, so Iran at that point denied it, but it doesn't really matter. So they are aware, yes, that happened, but it doesn't really matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because the deal is focused on physical development of nuclear weapons or of nuclear technology. It's the physical development. Okay, and it says nothing about what was before, whether Iran lied or not. And that's why when you hear officials or you hear experts saying we entered into the deal knowing that Iran is lying and that it's it's basically benefiting itself only from the deal, etc. That's what they mean. They mean that the deal was not meant to punish Iran for previous activities or anything like that. It was meant to halt the development. You have to put into perspective the fact that Iran was months away from a nuclear bomb at that point when the deal was made. Months. Okay, that's why it was an essential thing to happen at the time. If we're gonna go to were you lying or were you not lying, that would have been something else, right? But that's the thing. What we know then is that the IAEA had reasons to believe that yes, nuclear weapons were being pursued, but it did not violate anything in the deal. And let me tell you, I looked at the deal. I looked at it. I have the text of the deal right here, and I'm telling you, I cannot find anything among what was agreed on that says that they need to disclose whether they were pursuing nuclear weapons or not, or anything about the nuclear program beyond the physical entities, the physical things in the nuclear program, all the physical pieces, centrifugal tubes and all that stuff, the raw material, like the actual devices, the actual physical components, not the knowledge. Okay, there was one clause here that I found that talks about roadmap for clarification. Iran will implement roadmap for clarification of past and present outstanding issues agreed with the IAEA. Okay, containing arrangements to address past and present issues of concern relating to its nuclear program as raised in the annex to the IAEA report of November 2011. Now, these issues of past and present are actually in terms of the physical. Again, it's the IAEA was concerned with Iran continuing its nuclear program physically in hidden secret locations. Okay, so all the issues raised by the IAEA at that point, and that's the past, right, past issues, these were related to actual physical issues. Not that they had the knowledge of nuclear weapons, but they had the physical infrastructure that would enable them to produce or make headways in the nuclear program. Okay, another clause, I'm not sure if I can find it right now, but there's another clause that talks about undeclared nuclear materials or activities when it comes to things that the IAEA will need to investigate. Clearly states undeclared nuclear materials or activities, not undeclared knowledge. Okay, so based on what exactly are we then saying that because Iran did not disclose its knowledge or its holding of knowledge about this about nuclear weapons, then they violated the deal? I don't see anything in such regard, and neither did the IAEA. Okay, let's take a look again at this. Okay, here's the good part that I want to highlight again. This paragraph here comes right after it discusses, the article discusses that yes, the IAEA was aware of Iran possibly lying about its pursuit of nuclear weapons program, and here the article is arguing why it does not matter. It wasn't recognized at the time that under the deal, the suspension of sanctions against Iran does not depend on Iran fully, honestly disclosing to the IAEA its past nuclear related activities. Okay, so when we're saying past issues, as was shown in the nuclear deal, we're actually talking about physical. We're talking about ensuring that all the IAEA's concerns about evidence for nuclear activities have been addressed, whether it's past concerns or present concerns. Okay, nothing about whether have you done it before at all. That's not what the deal was about. Okay, again, neither did it depend on the IAEA reaching a definitive conclusion in its December report, which is literally the point where they would have Iran would have finished implementing all the measures needed to show its compliance with the deal. Actually, the December report was not a crucial thing. In the December report, there was nothing crucial about deciding or determining whether Iran had previous activities related to weapons or not. Meaning, there's just no such thing in the deal. I mean, morally, they lied. Okay, wow, I can't believe that a country would do that. But no, they actually are under no fault according to the nuclear deal, and that's the point I wanted to make. I hope it will. I hope it made sense. I hope I cleared some of the issues or some of the concerns. I know that the media is hyping this issue right now, and I just needed to weigh in about the issue, and I will still be putting out a video for today's world news commentary in the next 5-6 hours. Thank you, and see you later. Bye bye.